What's going on YouTube? Mike with I Heart Knives, and today we're going to talk about these 3 stones and this flattening plate. This is a diamond plate, and I just got these from Jeff Jewell. These are the Nano stones. He just did a review on them, and I'm going to have them to play with a little bit. Thank you, Dom. This is courtesy of a subscriber named Dominic, and we've been chatting for a while since I started the channel, and he's been a really cool guy, and he's been really great to the channel. Yeah, Dom, I can't thank you enough for this. And talking to Jeff too, it's been really cool. I've watched Jeff for a long time, and now to be interacting with him through YouTube, or for the sake of YouTube, it's pretty cool. So I learned a lot from Jeff, and I appreciate all the videos he's done. And we also have the flattening plate, the diamond plate, and I actually flattened my 500 grit Shapton glass stone with this last night, and it was pretty quick. It flattens almost as quick as my Atoma 140. It flattens basically like in between the 140 and the 400 for speed. The Atoma 140 and the Atoma 400 for speed. But it's precise. It's flat. I mean, it's expensive. I get that, but you're paying for precision. So if you need flat stones, I think the precision that you'd get from Nano is a little bit different than what you would get from, like DMT or an Atoma. Like if you want a DMT stone or a DMT lapping plate that's like really precise, you're gonna pay about the same as what you pay for this. Same with like the Shapton glass diamond lapping plate. It's like $250, I think. And I want to say these run like 150 roughly, somewhere around there. I could be wrong. I'll put it on the screen if I'm wrong. But I thought I remember seeing these for like 150 on Chef Knives to Go, or like 180. But I could be wrong about that. So my first impressions of these stones is they seem really, really well made. Aluminum backing for the plate that they sit on. He does have Hap Stanley is who makes these, and he does have like a custom hole here and here, and that's for the stand. I guess you can buy a stand and the stones sit in it. I like that he gives you so much stone. He gives you like the same amount of stone as what you'd get with like a Shapton Pro. I want to say it's 10 millimeters, but it's basically like the thickness of my Shapton Pro stones. Yeah, I can't wait to try these. They're pretty heavy stones. They kind of remind me of the Shapton glass stones, like the way that they look, and like the color of the material, and even like the shine that they have reminds me a lot of like Shapton Pro and Shapton glass. So like you guys who own Shapton Pro and Shapton glass stones, if you guys look at your stones, you'll remember, or like you'll know how they have like this dappled look. They almost have like these like speckles that run through the stone, and you get like little shiny pieces that kind of sparkle throughout the stone. These look the same under light. They have that same like speckled pattern, and even like the feel of them, they feel almost exactly like the Shapton glass and Shapton Pro stones. The Shapton Pro stones, this is the 6,000 grit. I believe the Shapton Pro 5000 feels slicker than this, but it also could be what I lapped it with. But this feels more like a Shapton glass stone, the 6000. So these are not inexpensive stones by any means. I feel like these stones are, you would buy them with a purpose. You know, like you'd want to buy these stones knowing exactly what you need, exactly what you use, what you sharpen. You know, you'd want to figure all those variables out ahead of time before you drop this kind of money, unless you just don't give a shit and you can afford to spend whatever, you know, amount of money. If you could buy $500 in stones right now and you don't really care, go buy these stones, you know. But most people, especially I think the people on my channel, can't just drop $500 on stones. So, you know, that's why I'm really thrilled that Dom gave Jeff and I the opportunity to take a look at these stones and test them to see if they're worth it for people like us. You know, Jeff is a blue collar type guy. I'm a blue collar guy. You know, we have to go to work every day. We don't, you know, we're not millionaires. And we work hard for our money. So you know, for us at least, I think Jeff would agree, we want to get, you know, the most that we can out of the stones. I really like ceramic stones and I like naturals. I just like the splash and go. You know, you just throw some water on, it's good to go. You don't have to soak them. They lap really easily. They're not messy. You know, in like the grand scheme anyways, like the Shapton Pros and glass, they're not really messy stones. They're easy to clean up. And I know these Nano hones kind of go along with that, with like the Shapton glass, Shapton Pro type stones. They're going to be very similar. So that's going to do it. Just my quick first impressions. I have high hopes for these, and I'm going to look for the next video. I'm going to be doing steel testing on these, and I'm just going to test a bunch of different knives. Well, not a bunch, but a few different knives at least, because I do want to get these back to Dom because he's been without them for a little while now, and I don't want to take up too much time with holding on to these. But I do want to test these out and see, you know, exactly what you can and can't do with these stones. And I have a feeling it's going to be very similar to the Shapton Pro and Shapton Glass line of what the actual limit is for these stones. So, and actually, just to touch on the diamond lapping stone, so far all I've lapped is the Shapton Glass 500 with this. I'm probably going to do a quick lap session with these, and then I'm going to do some testing. Yeah, so look out for the next video. It should be coming out right at the same time as I release this first impressions. And you know, my impression about the price is I think you get what you pay for, but it's kind of like knives in that you pay for minutia, and you pay for detail. And what you're getting with this is, you know, like the aluminum finish on this is really nice. You know, the way that he engraves on this plate is really nice. You have really even gluing. You know, when you see some Shapton glass stones, you have like a thicker line, you know, on the bottom, let's say, and then at the top it's thin. So they don't do a real good job flattening, making sure that the stone and, you know, the glass base are perfect. At least the ones that I've had. But you know, these stones, Hap Stanley definitely pays attention to that detail, and I'm curious to keep testing this button technology, because one thing I did notice is lapping with this diamond plate, it is a world of difference with friction. And you know, friction on a diamond plate is, I mean, that's, if you're comparing that with other diamond lapping plates, that's minutia. That's, taking these minor details and putting them under a microscope. Most people don't give a shit about friction on a diamond lapping plate. They just want to know how quick it's going to work, how effective it is, how flat the stone is after you lap it, etc. So, I'm going to go a little bit deeper and kind of pay attention to those details. But for most people, they're probably not going to, care too much about it. So, like I said, look out for the next video. We're going to go into steel testing. Yeah, so I'll have some more videos coming out with these. I'll probably do like a 4-ish video, maybe 5 videos on different things that I'm going to be doing with these. And I hope you guys enjoy. And please go in the comments and thank Dom. Dom, thank you so much for letting Jeff and I get our hands on these. And damn, I wish I got one of the Rex 45 knives now. That Paramilitary 2 that you have is pretty sweet. Thanks for sending that along too for review. But alright guys, this is Mike with I Heart Knives. Go ahead and leave a like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Go down and thank Dom, because he's the reason that we have these for testing and that I can show you guys how these will work. So I'll see you guys on the next one. Have yourselves a good day.